Today, Porsches include a pair of Boxsters and 15 911s. Boy, Ferraris include a 348 and an F355. Hi there. Porsche Sold and Bring a Trailer include a macadamia over cocoa 2008 Boxster with 48,000 miles that sold for $14,500. Not the most flattering photography, and with an accident in its history, still, this was a bit of a bargain. An Arctic Silver over black 21,000 mile 2002 Boxster S sold for $21,250. The seller of this car seems like he's been a conscientious owner, and still he got beat up over the low mileage on the car. There is a sweet spot for mileage with the age of a car, but this seemed like a bargain sale regardless of the expressed concern over it having been a garage queen. A repainted blue Rest of World 1977 911 Carrera 3.0 Targa non-running project car sold for $32,750. Originally platinum, this car reportedly last ran 16 years ago. At this price, this is likely a fair roll of the dice. A GT Silver 3600 mile 2004 911 40th Anniversary Edition sold for $46,800. Sold for $55,500 by this seller in February 2022, listed by the new owner a few months later and bid to $46,000. And now selling again. This was on the high side affair. An espresso brown, 30 years, family-owned 1987 911 Coupe with 77,000 miles sold for $60,500. Another poorly captured brown finish. This was probably a fair sale, given the scarcity of this car's history, and the interior is a bit of a fright. An Arena Red modified 1977 911 S Coupe presented by a great seller sold for $67,000. Fitted with turbo flares all around, RSR front bumper, a replacement carbureted 2.7, updated interior, and more. No mention of any suspension mods, but it seems to handle okay. This was a fair sale. An Aero Blue 1982 911 SC Targa sold for $72,500. An Uncommon Blue, not to me a great blue, this was a fair sale. A Carrera White highly modified GT3 powered 2006 911 race car sold for $74,997. Bid to $75,000 last year. This was a fair sale on an expensive car. A Grand Prix White 1996 911 Coupe with 109,000 miles sold for $78,500. Sold here last year for $80,500. This was a good result for the seller. Well sold. Another Grand Prix White 911, this a 3.6-liter 1978 SC Targa conversion to a speedster presented by a great seller, sold for $125,000. A definite hot rod build, this car is not subtle. The components are quality, the assembly seems solid, and the sound will get even more attention. This was a fair sale, perhaps seen as a bargain in the future. A Signal Orange twin-plug 2.5-liter powered 1972 911T Coupe presented by a great seller sold for $146,000. A fabulous-looking car, minus a couple details inside, this was a fair sale. The seat inserts and dash trim could be altered so as not to induce motion sickness. For Ferrari, a Rosso Corsa over beige 79,000 mile 1990 348 TS sold for $58,000. Perhaps the mileage held this back. This was a bargain. It was previously listed on eBay and bid to $49,000. Ooh. A Rosso Corsa over black 28,000 mile 1999 F355 Spider presented by a good seller sold for $102,000. A nice price on a very good car. This was edging on a bargain. On Cars and Bids, a purple over black 2000 Porsche 911 Cabriolet with 181,000 miles, formerly owned by Tyler Hoover, and now located in Canada, sold for $11,000. Tyler's daughter picked the color for this $2,000 repaint. This was well purchased for those who can embrace the color. A somewhat more traditionally painted 996, a 2002 911 cab in midnight blue over a stormy, sad sea of gray with 118,000 miles, sold for $23,750. Absolutely a fair sale. On PCarMarket, a Guards Red over Black modified 1983 911 SC Targa sold for $30,000. Lots of mods here and not a bad looking car. This was a fair sale. A Platinum 2012 911 non-sunroof coupe with 43,000 miles sold for $60,991. A touch high, but well sold. A white or ivory modified 1970 911T 911R Tribute 3-liter sold for $71,000. A daily driver, this is not. It's loud, raucous, and as splashy as a black and white car with graphics can be. This was probably a fair sale. A Polar Silver, modified 1991 911 C4 Coupe, 3.8-liter with 112,000 miles, sold for $86,964. A rebuilt engine and transmission, performance chipped, custom exhaust, and new brakes and tires. Performance? Listen to this drive-by. Quel dommage. The seats need a little love, otherwise this seems a decent car, and a more than fair sale. An agate gray 2023 911 GTS Coupe with 2,900 miles sold for $178,000. Sticker was $191,000. The seller stated that he waited 559 days from the date of order to delivery, and it took half as long to decide to sell. Shame. This was well sold. 5 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met December 6th and 7th. A black 13,000-mile 2000 Porsche 911 Coupe was bid to $34,500. A repainted red was Tangerine 1969 911T Coupe was bid to $46,250. A triple black 14,000-mile 2015 Boxster GTS was bid to $57,000. A glacier white over blue 1997 911 Targa with 70,000 miles was bid to $72,878. A Carrera white with martini stripes 2007 911 GT3 with 67,000 miles was bid to $91,997. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well.